Alright, welcome to another stream. So as you can tell, we're gonna go ahead and just kick it off with PC Building Simulator. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna go ahead and go to our beloved free, or not free build, but career mode. So let's go ahead and do it. We're gonna go ahead and change the workshop, because I always forget to like save the game or whatever, so like it always puts us back in here with the Christmas update or whatever, and I don't like the way that it looks. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is we are going to change that permanently. So we're gonna go ahead and go to, what do we want? I'm not really sure. Let's see. I mean, I have all of the workshops clearly, but I want to spice it up. So I don't really ever go to the ROG workshop, so let's go there. Yeah, let's go there. All right. So we are in here. What we're gonna be doing is just as usual. I want to go for like a streaming media box kind of thing. So let's see. We need to go to cases, and I'm gonna go ahead and scroll through. There is a sleek looking kind of like radio box kind of styled PC case that I really like. I can't really think of what it's called, but I know that it's a decent contender for what we're looking to do today. Not gonna lie, I've never actually seen that one before, but this is actually, I believe, what we're looking for right here. The Silverstone PM01 RGB black. But there was another one that is, like I said, like a nice little slim radio box kind of thing. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add a... We're going to be very realistic. So, in real life, you would want a test bench. So, testing Colink Stronghold. Very interesting case. That's a nice case for some whiteout builds. The observatory. I can't find that radio box build. I think it... I'm trying to find it. I'm pretty sure it was a micro tower, as far as I know. And I know that it was white. I know that much. So... Alright, so let's do... Oh, okay, I found it. This isn't, it's not the white one that I was looking for. But let's see, so the RVX01. RV... Alright, okay, so the RVZ03 is what we were looking for. Silverstone RVZ03. Like I said, micro tower, so let's go ahead, purchase that. It's a mini ITX, PSU, ATX, and fan height 83mm. Okay, so, this is what we're going to use for our streaming box build. We're going to go all out. So I'm gonna use the G-Skill Neo, 32 gigabyte. Alright, so there we go. We got 4 sticks of that. Same day. Alright, and it was a mini ITX, I believe. Alright, so mini ITX. Alright, so I want to go for AMD if possible. I don't think I think that we only have 2 possible boards. Oh no, we have a little bit more. 3, I think. So we've got the AM4 B450, very very good board. Probably gonna go with that one. X570, and it looks like we have the X470. So the Asus ROG Strix Gigabyte X570i 70i Aorus Pro Wi-Fi. Because I actually personally trust Gigabyte, we're gonna go with the Gigabyte. We already have our memory. I don't know, like, realistically, if you would be able to put a graphics card. Like, I mean, if we're being realistic, you don't need a graphics card at all in a media streaming PC. Like, it's just completely useless. So, and also since like nobody's gonna see this PC at all, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a nice cheap um mounted cooler. So I want to get something that's gonna, you know, get the job done. So be quiet. Um, our max height is like 83 millimeters, so we gotta get something underneath that. So I'm gonna go for like 70 something. All of these are a little overkill, so we could go for the Arctic Alpine 12 passive. Either works. We've got the Intel model right here, and then the AMD model there. Mm. Mm. Yeah, so I'm gonna do the Arctic Alpine 12 LP. I think. No. Wait. Did I say that wrong? Oh, there isn't a. I thought that this was an AM4 model. I guess not. So we are gonna have to find something else. So let's just go ahead and type in AM4. Alright. And then we will go from there. So these are pretty massive, not gonna lie. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and add this to our cart, the Shadow Be Quiet. Yeah, because all the other ones are gonna be way too overkill. We're not gonna be able to fit a single one of them in there. Alright, so we got that. Let's order our case fans now. I'm gonna go with some nice Corsair fans. So Corsair, we're just gonna do just a regular. So like nothing too fancy, but you know, still very functional. And of course, we're gonna get some cables. So I think I already have the white cables purchased. So the last thing that we need is our Threadripper 3600. Oh, they don't have the 3600s, do they? Oh man. Alright, so since it doesn't look like they have the 3600s, this also uses the TR4. We need to use an AM. Okay, so the Ryzen 5 dollars. We've got a pretty good price right here. I didn't get a graphics card because of, you know, it's pretty useless to get one, if I'm being honest. Alright, so we want to go ahead and get 4 of those. Alright, and now we should have everything that we need. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over here. Just gonna get that. and we're gonna head over. Should be this one. Alright, and I'm also gonna grab our test bench because we are gonna do something with that in just a moment. So, yeah. And the test bench is actually what we're gonna use instead of this. So we're gonna be like ramping this thing up quite a bit. We're gonna be replacing that garbage Mortoni and that garbage Intel Pentium. But for now, let's work on our media box. So, for starters, we need to go ahead and... Yikes, this thing is a piece of work, honestly. Alright, so let's move our... Oh, we completely forgot to get our PSU. I cannot believe that I forgot to do that. Alright, so our power supply, I'm gonna go with a overkill, so 1500. Actually no, let's not. Let's do 1200 because I'm not entirely sure that that 1500 watts are actually in this game, but a lot of people seem to think that if you get too big of a power supply, it's going to kill your parts, and that's not true because what it actually does is like literally nothing. It basically the components inside of the computer will find out how much voltage it needs to function, and it's only going to use that amount, if that makes any sense. I'm still trying to figure out why in this workshop there's a gun mounted. I really don't know, and also like parts to like some kind of robotic body. I do understand like, you know, the keyboards though, but like why the gun? Like, who am I in this game? Some kind of like, I don't really know. Alright, so we have our components ready to go. So let's go ahead, and I do think that I went a little overkill and I got too many case fans, but that's okay. So what we're gonna do is let's go ahead and see if we can install all of these. I'm not sure that we'll be able to, but I would love to see if we could, because personally I would love that. Alright. There we go. Cool. So I want to go ahead and switch out our sleeve plastic plain white. There we go. Alright, we need to go ahead and install our motherboard. So let's go ahead and plop this thing in here. Alright. I wasn't really paying attention to the amount of RAM slots either, but I think that we do actually have enough. Oh. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and auction this off because, yeah. Or actually, we'll make a use for it. Alright, so let's go ahead and put in our CPU to get that out of the way. And we're gonna go ahead and put thermal paste in our RAM. So, alright, so as you can tell, we're running 64 gigs of memory right now. Like I said before, we're not going to be putting in a graphics card in this system unless the game forces me to. Hopefully it doesn't, but it has done that to me in the past, and yeah, let's just honestly hope that it doesn't. I need to get a smaller cooler. I don't know how, like, what cooler is going to be smaller than that though. Unless, yeah, I truly have no idea, honestly. Yikes. Yeah, this is pretty rough. We don't actually have any room for things like M.2s. I mean, we could theoretically. That's what we're going to be using actually. So I need to order storage and another PSU. So for storage, we're gonna be running a 2 terabytes. If I can find it, M.2, M.2 2 terabyte. There we go. Alright, and power supplies. So, entirely sure. Alright, so what is the... Alright, so 140 mm. Okay. Power supply, 140. Okay, so we can get anything that's 140. So I want to see if we can get like a 12 watt that is okay, so 12 watt. Let's see if we can get an 800 watt. Ah, darn. Let's try 740 mm. So that's what we're going to be using, and we're going to be using a, I want to say, I don't really know, but we're going to be trying to use a simple Arctic Alpine AM4 passive. I don't really know if that's going to work, but we're definitely going to try it. And I guess we can, yeah, no, I'm going to stick to my word. We're not going to be throwing in a throw away your money like that. Alright, so we got our supplies. Let's go ahead and head back over here. Alright, storage. There we go. Wait, what? I didn't even have to open the... I am so confused. What? Where did it go? I'm sorry, is my game broken or something? Like, what is going on? This thing is, like, legit invisible. That's so cool. Anyways, forget that. Let's go over here to our cooler. Alright, so looks like this one is gonna work perfectly fine. I'm gonna turn it so that the exhaust is actually coming out the correct way. You can tell because of the fans, like they kind of get smaller, and that's the way that the fan actually spins. So like this is spinning this way, and the blades get like bigger as you go on. Like you can kind of figure it out, but it's not really gonna matter in the long run because we're gonna throw this back on and it's gonna be all good. But we also need to go ahead and throw in our power supply like so, and then everything is up and running, looks like. Yeah. Okay, so then we're just gonna go ahead and throw this back in. Looks like we are finished as far as I can tell. I wonder if it's possible to throw in an extra fan right now. I don't know if it is, but I definitely want to see if you could. I personally, if I were building this, I would definitely mount one on the back. There's a way to do it, like you would have to get like extenders or whatever, but it would be nice to see the game like implement some of those factors in here. Now we'll keep that. We'll keep that because it's a nice fan and I want to keep it. Alright, we didn't have to add back in that shroud because we don't have a graphics card, but we are going to add that one back in. And we're going to close this up. We're going to put in our USB drive. And we're going to boot it up. So, that station. I really don't. I don't understand what is happening to like my PCs. I think that my game might be bugging, honestly. But I can't be sure. Oh, okay. So I didn't plug in. You gotta plug in the... Interesting. Interesting how it doesn't turn on. I have no idea what's going on, honestly. I really don't. Well, I know for a fact that this one's turning on, so If this one doesn't turn on, then I know for a fact that it's something wrong with the PC, and it shouldn't be the case, but it very well could be. So, gonna go over here. Alright, so this is what I'm talking about, the game being a little bit stupid. I believe that it wants me to put a graphics card in here. As you can tell, missing parts. If the whole graphics card thing fixes the problem, I'm gonna be so upset because like I said, like streaming PCs do not need graphics cards. It's an unrealistic thing. Like, you should not have to buy a graphics card for a streaming PC. It's just kind of stupid. Alright, so we're gonna put this one, bring this one back over here. Powered on. Alright. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna find this case that we already have. So the RV something. Alright. GPU length 330 mm. Okay. So we're gonna go to graphics cards. And we're gonna throw in a Radeon because like like I said, like it doesn't really matter if you have one or not on. Yeah. Alright, so that's 75 bucks. Let's go ahead, order it, same day delivery. Let's go. I don't really understand why you must put a graphics card in every one of these computers on this game, but for whatever reason, you have to. I'm not sure why. And after the stream, I will make sure to write the developers of this game, because like, it's just unrealistic. Like, as you can tell, I've actually never seen it do that before, like with the super long ribbon cables. I've never seen it do that. Alright. Very interesting. Oh, I forgot to put on the shroud. Alright, so PC parts, there we go. So, as you can tell, it now says no OS installed. And as soon as I plug this in, I want to see what the benchmarks for this is. And we're also gonna, we're going to go to the peripheral shop and the market, because I've just now seen these and I want to find out what they are. I appreciate anybody who's actually still watching the stream. Really means a lot to me. Alright, so keyboards. Ooh, we got some nice stuff in here. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, we're not getting any of this junk today. Alright, that means that we're not gonna make too much money on it, but I'm not too sure on that. Oh yeah, so storage is way up, like it's overkill right now. Okay, so I want to see, I would prefer if they would add like an option to remove that, but it's okay. So I want to see what our digits are, or our score is for 3D Mark. We should breeze through this since I did build it around streaming. So, or render, and like a lot of streaming is rendering things. So it'll be interesting to see. Keep in mind we're still selling this one, so while it's finishing this up, I'm actually going to go ahead and place it on here. There we go. Yikes, it is struggling in this area right here. But once again, it's doing pretty high performance tasks. Also, a lot of that is gonna rely on the NIC that's inside of it, so the network interface card. So, all right. So let's go ahead and go back to cases. Let's go to, and now this one we're gonna go full out. So considering it's like, you know, a test bench or whatever, we're actually going to go full out. We're not going to hold anything back. Um, yeah. So relevance, I'm going to be running with two of these. The case that we used, OBT something, alright. So Super Tower, we can use any motherboard that we choose, and we don't have to worry about the PSU length either. So, we're gonna do CPU fan height. Okay. So, I want to do something fun. Let's see. Okay. Oh, these exceed that quite a bit. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that for our... Yeah, that's a pretty good setup right there. Alright, and then for our motherboard, I'm gonna do the TR4. So, TR4, we're gonna be every one of these is the exact same. So it really comes down to what you want to do. Like, other than like these two have the EATX and these three have the SATX, which is, you know, usually preferred whenever you're building a super case. So that's what I'm gonna do. I usually go with the designer model just because. And then for our processor, we're gonna go ahead and do the Threadripper 29900, or the, no, yeah, 2990 WX, I mean. So yeah, alright, AMD Ryzen Threadripper 2990 WX, there we go. $1,100 processor, but well worth it. Alright, and then we're gonna do the Neo once again. I have two in inventory, so this has 8 slots, so we need what, 6? Alright, so 6. Let's go ahead and get that settled. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Power supply. Let's go ahead, do 1200. Oh yeah, so we already have a PSU from the last one. Let's go ahead and order an M.2. I know for a fact that this board has 2, I think. We're also going to be getting an SSD essentials for now. So our graphics card into my builds, and that's because they are, you know, slower. Not really slower, but they're kind of behind when it comes to processing power, when it comes down to airflow. Okay, so the 4 of these to that. It's looking pretty good, honestly. I like it. Alright, so we have, it looks like we have everything that we need. If I do forget something, then we will know. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and buy it. Alright, so I'm gonna go over here and pick up my order. And keep in mind, all of this is gonna go in here, so it'll be interesting to see how that looks. We got a god-awful score. But keep in mind, you know, it is still, you know, what is the current bid is still $0, so that's interesting. The good thing about these is that we don't have to worry about things like case parts and stuff like that, because it's pretty much all exposed. So motherboard, let's go ahead, lower that, thermal paste, of course. I'm gonna go ahead and put down, what? It's not compatible. How is it not compatible? Alright, so we're gonna auction this off for yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have to look at why that is a thing, but Okay. All right, and then we'll just go ahead and put in our RAM. All right. Oh, I also happen to forget that this is RGB as well. So we can do some pretty cool stuff with this. Also, this should be like massively fast considering what will we be running? 32 times 8, whatever that is. If you can do that real quick for me in the comments, let me know because like I'm garbage at math. So yeah, it's crazy. All right, all right, all right. Oh, I don't even have the RAM equipped anymore. All right, so open, 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 open. Another thing that I kind of hate about this game is that in real life, like the motherboard, usually only one side of the tray opens. Only one side of the slot opens, so it's kind of weird that both of them do that. But I don't really mind. Alright, so M.2, go ahead and install that. And then there should be another slot right here. Actually, in fact, I believe if we wanted to, we could theoretically like line the whole entire bottom with hard drives. I know that I've done something like that in the past, but I'm not sure. Alright, so power supply is gonna go right here. Alright. There we go. Cooler master, master watt. Super, super value. I mean, we're looking really good on the price. Now, what it costed me to make this, like 5 grand, something like that. So, yikes. But we do have a nice Radeon graphics card right here. So, I'm gonna go ahead and take all of these off. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and buy another one. And then we're gonna go ahead and put our cooler on and we should be done. Alright. So I'm gonna go get another one of those. From Amazon, you know, bits and pieces. But let's find out why we can't. So what is this? The OBCT, something like that. Oh, I'm not even in case man, so that's probably why. OBT, OBC1. Okay. Okay, so we need to find at like all the different, you know, stuff. Although this right here should work. So like I'm kind of curious like if I buy it if it'll work because yeah, like this should work. So like I don't really know why it didn't. But that's interesting. Alright, I actually really like Gamerstorm, so we're gonna do that as well. We're gonna buy a whole bunch of coolers. Let's do the Corsair, the Cooler Master, Master Liquid. Once again, all of these should work. This is the least powerful one of all because of the airflow is 67 CFM. But all of these should work. And this one's gonna be one of the best ones. So, yeah. I don't really know why it's not functioning properly, but okay. And if nothing else, then we will probably resort to something like this just because I don't know, CFM. I want to get like really really high CFM because I want the maximum amount of coolers that we can get. Alright, so if nothing else works, then we're going to be going with the Arctic Freezer 34 Esports full white. And what else do we need? Oh yeah, we needed another Radeon. Another Radeon 7. Alright. And then I think I'm gonna add in a... yeah, we're gonna add in a SSD. So storage, SSD. We're gonna go over here. Oh no, no, no. We want Hyper Fury. So Hyper Fury, there we go, the 960 gigabyte. Alright, there we go. Cool. So we can go ahead and buy that. There we go. And we're actually going to... we're gonna leave for the day, actually. So I'm gonna leave. I'll come back in 2 days. Yeah, we'll come back on the 12th, and then, or yeah, we'll come back on the 12th. We'll finish both PCs, and then one of our bids should be done or close to being done today. So it is the 12th of like February or whatever day it said. What is it? It's like it's January 2018. I mean, it says so on the calendar. It's actually, 2020, but the game doesn't know that. Alright, so PC Bay, I want to go ahead and look at our bids. Keep in mind, after this, we won't be using this PC for like workshop stuff anymore. We're gonna put all of our, stuff on the much more powerful computer, which is actually a test bench, but yeah. Alright, so PC Bay, let's see what our builds are. Okay. So, pretty good deal that these people are getting, honestly. Alright. So, let's go ahead, go over here. Let's collect our loot. There we go. And we're gonna head over here and finish building. Right, so let's put the other Radeon in. There we go. And the cooler, as you can tell, alright, so that's so right. So I don't understand why none of these are compatible. None of these are compatible. And it does not make sense to me. Interesting. Okay, well, that's cool, I guess. Okay, so it really comes down to the CFM. Alright, so we're gonna sell all of these that are non-compatible. And this is the highest one that we had, but looks like this one right here is the best that we can get for whatever reason. Okay, that's cool. So now we should be able to mount our SSDs, unless, like, I know that there's a way to mount them, I just don't know where, unless I've already covered it up. I think that I have. Yeah, I think that you mount them underneath there. Yeah, so that's kind of unfortunate, but we can use them in another build in the future. So pretty cool, but would have been nice to, add something unique. Man, I really wanted to see these Vardars. They had like a nice like chrome kind of look on them. Alright, so our build is finished. I need to put the... right. Okay, So now we have everything put together and plug in our. Okay. There we go. Look how fast this is about to boot up. Like, this thing is gonna go yum. Okay, I stand corrected. It did not go yum. It went. I don't know what it went. It didn't go very fast, so. Alright, so let's run 3D Mark. Let's put music player on here. Rear mode stuff. So we gotta have all of this on here. Alright, we gotta get our custom water cooling shop on here. We gotta get Will It Run. Let's go ahead and get system info. I'm just gonna go ahead and install everything, because, you know, might as well. We're gonna wind up doing that anyway. I mean, everything except like the virus scanner we really don't need. I don't really know what it stands for, but it is now 111 in the morning. You know, if that means anything. Bongle, which every time that I like use this app or whatever, it always makes me think of Boggle, which is like, it's kind of like this weird like board game thing. I don't really know. If y'all have played it, let me know. Leave a like if you have. Market, we need this. Alright. And it really shouldn't like overclocked it or anything like that, but I haven't really allowed everything to get installed, so like pretty much once the 5 digits or whatever. So we have all the things that we need, so let's go ahead and restart. So as you can tell, it was 10 times faster than it was whenever we originally started. So super helpful. As you can tell, we have all of our emails right here. Let's go ahead and mess with our lighting. There we go. Looking pretty good. Because of the GPU, I'm gonna go ahead and make the rest of it red as well to match the Radeon, kind of the theme. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead, yank this out of the wall, and we're gonna move this to its new home. There we go. I just got 2 achievements. So, yeah. Alright. I should have checked and made sure that the actual, like, if the actual program was gonna run, like, through, like, overclocking or whatever. I wish that you could add, like, dual monitors or something in this game. It would honestly be pretty cool, in my opinion. Also like the way that like ray tracing kind of plays a role in this game, because like the reflections and all of that. It's pretty interesting. But like you still don't have a reflection no matter what, so yeah. So I'm gonna go get me something to drink and then I am gonna come back. But as you can tell right here, 113 frames. That is crazy. FPS is insane on this thing. I already told y'all we're not gonna cheap out. This thing is blazing through here. Also want y'all to go ahead and see the resale value is $2,000. So pretty much 2,800. Watch how much it goes up after we're done with this. Pretty interesting. I want to see how many, like, what's the default build or whatever on here. So remaining days, we have 2 left. This is a like a $500 PC. All right, so I got another achievement. This is not looking good. Yikes. Okay, so 6,300 core score. It did go up like a whopping 3, and I am using a Radeon instead of like an Nvidia. So yeah, but I think it's worth it. Honestly, if y'all want to see me do like some custom water cooling, things like that, let me know in the description, or not in the description. You don't have access to my account, you silly goose. But yeah, so if you are interested in that kind of thing, make sure that you do comment and like this stream, as well as subscribe. And this has been fun. Hopefully, I see you in the next one. Tech Savage Pro, signing off. Oh, I did actually forget. I did actually forget. I did say that I was signing off, but we actually have a couple things left. So we actually gotta finish this build right here. Somebody is going home with a very lucky streaming PC. So in order to finish this stream successfully, we are gonna need to. I'm gonna skip work for a day, right? And then on the 16th, it should be done. Alright, so our first option has completed. Go to the app. There we go. Also, the reason that it always says that is because I forget to save the game. So, yeah. Just thought that y'all might want to know. Alright, so where is it? Where is it? PC Bay. There we go. Alright, so how much did this cost me? Alright, so $707. Oh, yikes, they robbed me. But it is okay because they are going home with a killer of a streaming PC. So we're gonna go ahead and sell that. I think next time that I stream, I think we're gonna try and make a full PC out of like PC Bay parts or eBay parts, if we can find them. So, I mean, that's probably gonna take like simming a couple of days, but yeah, I think it's possible, and I want to do it. So, hopefully you did like this stream. If you did, make sure that you leave a like and subscribe. Tell your friends, and yeah, peace out. Tech Savage Pro, signing off.